Hello guys, how you doing? My name is Luke and welcome back to my Call of Duty Gold weapon analysis. I'm kind of changing it up a wee bit. I want to make a few different changes to it, so I'm going to explain basically what I am changing to it. So it's not just going to be a camo rundown, it's going to be my basic kind of rundown of the whole gun as a whole, obviously. But I want to kind of give my views of what I think of the gun and what's good about it, what isn't good about it, and the best ways to get the camos for your gold gun as well, of course, which was the primary purpose for these videos. But I just wanted to add a few extra stuff in it. So today's gun we're going to do is the SC-2010, and this was recommended by my friend Platinum KB, who I have to put a huge shout out for, because he helped me out a lot with coming up with ideas for this kind of a video. So props to him, and yeah, I appreciate the help, mate. And yeah, so the SC-2010, it's an assault rifle, and it costs 0 squad points because it's originally unlocked every time you start a prestige, and that's along with the bison and a third weapon of your choice. You get to choose which one. And it has 30 rounds in one magazine, and it has 45 when you use an extended mag. The number of squad points used on attachments is 62. So buying every attachment, it will cost you 62 squad points, leaving a total cost for the whole weapon to be 62 squad points. So let's just give a rundown of some of the good things about it. So the pros. I'd say the iron sights aren't bad, but they're not near perfect. So I would put that as a pro in a way, so it's like they're not bad, but no way, they're not like bad in a way that I'd have to put them as a negative comment. I'd say they still do work very well, but I'd say an optical sight would be the better option, as you may see in these few clips I'm going to show you of 3 different games. I changed around the classes a bit. So yeah, the irons aren't perfect. It's reasonably accurate, depending on what attachments you do choose. Like, on its own, it does have a bit of a kick to it. A foregrip stabilizes it significantly, and yeah, it seems to react differently when you use different optics as well. I seem to notice that when I was playing these few games. But yeah, it's not a massive big deal, but like, it's still a positive thing, because it is still quite accurate. It has a decent rate of fire, so it gets the kills quickly when you get the shots on, and it's got a good mobility as well, as I'd say the vast majority of assault rifles do have. So yeah, that's the pros to it. The cons: the reload is quite slow with that extended mags. I don't know what it is about it, but for an assault rifle, it just feels really slow, and I find myself getting killed. I always have to use sleight of hand, or if I'm playing cranked, like as I am now, I use I'd use either sleight of hand in a separate game mode, or I just use the cranked perks, because you get like all the speed perks when you get cranked. So yeah, that'd be probably a recommendation. You need to use the sleight of hand, so it's just the reload could get you killed. And another thing as well, picking up the gun off the ground is rather risky, because it's got this really odd animation that you like pick up the gun, you pull the mag out, look at it, and like shove it back into the gun. So it's a bit of an unnecessary animation, but like it could easily get you killed if you're crowded around trying to find a gun. So do be aware of that. Anyways, you should be able to like use reflex or something. I think that does draw out the weapon quicker. But yeah, that's a con to it. Anyways, I don't really have any other more cons. It's not a very negative weapon, but like it's not positive either in extreme fashion. So yeah, that's pros and cons to the weapon. Now I'm going to move on to the camos. I've changed the way I'm going to use the camos. I've put them into 2 separate categories, and that's general and advanced. So we'll start with general here, and general, as you can probably guess, is the stuff that you get typically, like, you know, it's just basic stuff. And I'm just going to give a quick rundown of everything like for each gun. So yes, SC-2010 requires you to get, for the first camo, snow, which is, you need to get 75 kills standard with this weapon. So yeah, there's not really too much to talk about there. Just go whatever feels comfortable with you, whatever attachments you want to use, or whatever gets you the kills, you know, and whatever gets you them fast as well. So there's not really too much I can really say about that. Brush is the next camo, and that's you have to get 150 kills while crouched. So again, I can't really say an awful lot about that. It is really a pretty basic camo. You just have to stay crouched and just get the kills as normal as well after that, and there's not really too much to it. Next is Autumn. 35 assists is required for this weapon camo, sorry. And yes, it's once again basic. I don't think I really can say much for these few camos. It's just really saying that's what you should do. Like, all these really should just come naturally or over time, you know, just a little bit of playing. Like, it's like not a lot of like sorry, I can't speak at the moment. It doesn't require an awful lot of persistence. So yeah, these aren't the ones you really should be worrying about. The next one, Red, and you have to get Red by getting 150 kills with no attachments equipped to the weapon. For a gun like the SC-2010, it might be a bit tricky, because like, it does have a really odd kick to it, but it's not something that completely throws you off the gun. But yeah, it just does take a little bit of time, a bit of patience. So that's all I've really got to say about that one. Caustic is a pretty basic one as well. It's probably the most difficult of the general camos I have here. And to get the Caustic, you have to get 3 kills in one knife 25 times. So basically a 3 kill streak while using that gun. All I have to say about that is just make sure you're using the weapon when you're getting the kills, and don't die. I don't know, but seriously, yeah, it shouldn't be too much hassle anyways. Like, it's just it does take a wee bit of time as well, like the 150 kills with no attachments, no attachments. So yeah, just don't get too worked up over it. And the final one, Net, which is get 500 kills with this weapon. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it's once again natural. You should just get it. But yeah, the next topic I have here is the advanced camos on this particular weapon, and we'll start with the green camo. And to get the green camo, you have to get 40 point-blank kills with this weapon. This can get very tricky for most weapons. I've noticed with, like, it depends on like the lobbies you do get put into. If these people are like people that camp in corners and stuff, you're not going to get too lucky with your point-blank kills. So just keep like running about, you know, just like keep rushing around the map, and you will find someone that you get killed at close range. Cranked is probably the best game mode to play on it, and I think that you may have to use some of the speed perks, I'd say, or some stealthy perks like Dead Silence. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about that one. The next one's Crocodile, and to get Crocodile, you have to get 40 long shots with this weapon. Some recommendations I can make to you is use an optical sight, like maybe the thermal or the tracker sight, or you could also use the semi-automatic attachment as well. That makes it more accurate and reduces the kick on it, but it does slow the fire rate down. So if it is comfortable with you using it, if you do find it like alright, then fire away using it. But yes, that's all I can give really, to be honest with you. The next one is scale camo. And to get the scale camo, you have to do 50 kills while leaning, and this was originally 100 kills, but there was an update in the last few weeks, I think, and it reduced them from 100 kills to 50. I think that applies at most of the weapons that did have 100 leaning kills, so that's pretty good anyways. So yeah, I think like I've gotten more used to leaning as well now in this game. So like I don't know about you guys, but if you do find it comfortable to lean, then you're going to be getting this camo quite easily. So all I gotta say is just takes practice to get used to leaning from surfaces. Like you just need to time it well enough, like so you can be fast at leaning, and that you can like recover from leaning as well. Like so when you come back in, that you're not like getting shot up all over the place. So just get the hang of leaning. That's all I can really say. There's not really perk recommendations or attachment recommendations either for that. So that's all I can say really. Just keep trying, keep practicing, and you'll definitely get it at some point. So yeah, the next one's Ocean. This one also got reduced as well from 20 rescue kills down to just 10 rescue kills, which makes it an awful lot easier to get the camo. It's significantly easier. There's loads of weapons I had like 13, 14 rescue kills maybe, and then when the game updated, the camo was earned straight away, so it was very convenient for me. So Ocean camo, I have a good tactic for this Ocean camo since the last time I did the video. If you wanted to, you could get a friend or even just a teammate, just like use a Juggernaut on the support class, or a Juggernaut Maniac if you want as well, but a support one would probably be easier to get, and give it to your friend or your random teammate, let them pick it up, keep following them, and when they get shot, just kill the guy that's been shooting them, and you'll get the Ocean camo after 10 of those rescue kills. You should get maybe 4 or 5 maybe, while using one Juggernaut suit, depending on how much they get shot up as well. So just if you're alert, then you can get them all, maybe 2 tops. You might get them in 1 if you are extremely lucky, and you get the Juggernaut suit really quickly. So give that tactic a go, and if it does work for you, let me know, and yeah, I'll just be glad I can help you out with a different tactic, considering the last time I didn't really have much to give you. So yeah, I'll move on to the next one, Trail. To get Trail, you have to get 35 kills shortly after reloading the weapon. So what I would recommend is Sleight of Hand, because this weapon does have a slow reload. So if you're trying to get the reload in before killing a guy, then you're going to lose out. You're definitely going to lose out big time. And as you can see there, that's how fast the reload is with Sleight of Hand, and it is reasonably fast. So yeah, I didn't actually show what it was like without Sleight of Hand, so but you can probably imagine how much slower it is. You've probably used it yourselves, and like it doesn't seem to work compared to like other assault rifles, like the Honey Badger. Honey Badger is reasonably fast compared to that one. So yeah, just make sure you use Sleight of Hand, and do not like go rushing in like with the slow reload going on. It's like, if you're not using Sleight of Hand, make sure you reload before you start darting around the corner. The final one, Woodland, you need to get 15 slide kills. I don't think this was reduced. I'm pretty sure it was the exact same. Like, it was just the Scale and Ocean were the only 2 that were reduced. And yeah, I think speed perks would win this out again, because you can get a faster slide. So that's the best way I can think about getting that one. And if you do like slide, just make sure there's an enemy after you're done sliding, because I think that's how it works. Like, immediately when you finish the slide animation, you have to be like spraying at someone or something like that. I'm not fully aware how it does work. I'm still not, to this day. Like, you know, it's quite confusing. But yeah, if anyone finds like how it is properly done, like with a great explanation to it, like, I don't get it too much, but if you do find a decent explanation of how it does work, then do let me know, because I will definitely mention that in my next video, and I'll give you the props to it as well. And yeah, that's all the camo. So in summary, I'm going to say that the SC-2010 is a decent gun. It can be a wee bit inaccurate at times, but overall it is quite the reliable weapon to use. But I would recommend using an optic to make it a really good weapon. An optic is probably a must, but some people can't use the irons. I can use the irons sometimes on a good day, but like, it's not everyone's cup of tea. So optics, fire away with them if you are having trouble using the irons. And it's definitely not a gun I'd recommend to have 0 attachments on. It's not the best one to use, because as I said, the red might be a bit difficult, because with the kick and everything, and the awkwardness to the 2010's kick. So yeah, I'll give this an overall rating with I'm going to use turtles for my rating. So I'm going to rate the gun a 7 rather cross-looking turtles out of 10. So I'd say it's a reasonably good weapon. So yeah, that's really it, guys. I hope this is useful to you at all, and if it is improved compared to the last video, do leave a like, because I will appreciate as much feedback as possible from this, because it's like, if you don't like it, I'll simply just go back to the original state, and like, you know, if you don't like it, then I can just go back, you know, it's just easy as that, like. So yeah, do leave as much feedback as possible, guys. I will appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in my next video. I'm going to have the Wolf Among Us up in the next few days or so look forward to that. My name is Luke, and I'll talk to you there, guys. Take care.